I'm launching AI into my agency after 5 years in social media, and here's why. Welcome back to a brand new video. I started my agency, CJAJ Media, 5 years ago. Back in lockdown, I moved back up from Cardiff, up to Carlisle, started again from zero, no clients, didn't know how to sell on Zoom, and didn't really know how to do much really. I'd run an events business for about a year and a half, maybe, and then a marketing agency type thing with a business partner for around about a year. Then everything changed in COVID, and then had to start again from zero, opening my laptop, trying to sign clients from scratch. So that kind of evolved over time. I started out doing Facebook ads, which went okay, and then kind of evolved into the content and the video creation on social media, which is where we are today and which we are pretty good at, I'd like to say. And over the years, the last 5 years, we've got lots of clients all over the UK, done some work abroad as well, which is pretty cool. I never would have expected that when I first started out. The last couple of years have been amazing. The business has gone like that. I even managed to win my first ever business award, which was crazy. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there because I was in Ibiza running a marathon, raising money for charity. I think I raised about £1,000 for Cash for Kids, which is a local charity in Cumbria, which is cool. So that was a social media award. I am super, super proud of that as well, because it shows all that hard work and the sacrifice that I've made over the last 5 years was kind of worth it. I know an award is just an award. It's nothing crazy. But to me, it shows myself, my family, my friends, all the little sacrifices I made along the way, which has been less social, gave up alcohol, all that kind of thing. It makes it all worth it with that recognition. A lot of the things that I have learned over the last 5 years, and the reasons why I want to add AI into my agency, is that you want to try and be the first, or you want to try and be near the start of something, because you will be seen as the expert. I mean, I've been using AI for a number of years now, mainly ChatGPT in my business every single day. When I first started out my agency in COVID, I was probably one of the first on TikTok, which I built my following up to over 300,000 followers on TikTok, which is pretty cool. I don't actually post on there at the moment. I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that sense when I recommend all my clients to post on there. I've also learned a lot over the last 5 years about clients, especially the businesses I deal with, all pretty small businesses, is that every penny, every second counts. So with AI, that is going to help people be quicker, be more agile, and make more money in that sense. So AI is definitely a service and something that you need to be doing. If you aren't doing it, you need to be. I'd imagine you've heard of AI, heard of ChatGPT. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm going to be introducing this year on the 5th birthday of CJAJ Media. I am just about to set off and go to the gym. I thought I would do a quick clip here. And people may be thinking, why now? And what kind of problems are you going to be solving with AI? But I think, especially for small businesses, myself included, when you've got a lean team, limited resources, you're probably doing the majority of the work yourself. Whereas with AI, you can save so much time by utilising tools like ChatGPT that I've mentioned, and help that streamline processes, create new processes, and be quicker. So something that might take you an hour might only take you 5 minutes now, and you might think that's like a bit of a push, but that is super, super true. Because one client that we've been working with for probably about a year now, they do invoices, which takes them about an hour to do. And then with the calculator that we're drafting up, even though it takes you a little bit of time to set up, it'll probably take less than a minute to do a invoice calculator. So, for example, if that's taking you an hour and you're doing 8 invoices a week, that's 8 hours. That's a whole day of labour. So, yeah, if you can do that, have a think, have a play around. If you've got any questions, let me know. And, think of what tasks you do on a daily or weekly basis. It's the same mundane, repetitive task that you could hopefully speed up. And I'm pretty confident 99% of the tasks you would be able to speed up. So yeah, have a think and let me know what those tasks are. Say, for example, in my business, social media captions. Say if we've got 10 or 12 clients that we need social media captions for, that'll take a lot of time to come up with ideas. But if you use their best performing captions, 3 to 5, put it in ChatGPT and say, you want this hook, this information, this sound social with this call to action, it'll generate those if you transcribe the video to make it specific and use specific hashtags. So that's one thing that would take and did take us a long time to do, but using AI and ChatGPT, that's streamlined the process. So yeah, it's a really, really exciting time. And if you're not using it already, you need to start using it. You just have a play around and see what works for you. So yeah, that's my final thoughts before going to the gym. I've just got back from the gym. Not just, but got back from the gym. And now I'm going to go for a run. So I've been going to the gym probably, well, I reckon since I was about 15, 16, and loved it. And only really since the start of 2024, I got into running, and running really has been one of the best things I've ever done. Definitely not for my hairline. And it just gives me that time away from work where I can just think about stuff. And I'm a bit weird in the sense of I don't typically listen to music now when I am running. So yeah, if you haven't tried running, I'd recommend starting running because yeah, it gives me so much mental clarity and so much focus. So yeah, if you go for a run, you get the runner's high, and yeah, after that, I just feel so good. So yeah, I'm just about to go for a run, 14k. I do use the app Runner, which I would highly recommend. That's helped me get my PBs on my half marathon. I wouldn't talk about my full marathon because I wasn't happy with that time. But I've got some new trainers. So yeah, I've got them Puma Mag Max. So we're going to give them a try, see what they're like. I do prefer Saucony, but I've seen Jake Dearden, if anyone's heard of him, wear these. So I'm excited to wear them, see what they're like, and yeah, give it a go. And I'll try and run about 3 times a week. That's probably enough for me anymore. It's a bit of a commitment. So I'll try and go to the gym at least 3 times a week, and then run 3 times a week as well, which I think I will up it at the end of the year when I'm doing the Malaga Marathon in December. But apart from that, 3 times a week is good for me. So yeah, don't know what relevance that is to AI, but so I'll share it with you. What I thought I would do would be jump into my laptop and show you a quick example of something that we are currently doing with AI and ChatGPT for one of our clients. So this is an invoice generator, which is super time consuming. You can save so much time. You can cut costs of either yourself spending that time doing the invoices or your team members doing it as well. So it takes a little bit of time to set up, but once it's set up, it's so streamlined and it's crazy how much time you can save. Because if you think it takes some people, believe it or not, an hour to do an invoice. So if you're saving that 6 invoices a week, 8 hours, that's 1 day every single week of labor. If you add that up over the year, that's 52 days a year, which is mental to think. So I'll do a quick example here. So if you click all the options, I should have really timed how long this takes, but it doesn't take long at all. So if you just put all of these in for ease of use, and it's going to be bespoke to any kind of business that does invoices. So as you can see here, it's generated the quote, different profit margins down there, which is really cool. And yeah, just think of how much time you'll be able to save if you get this invoice created. So this could be for any kind of businesses. If it's a trade business, retail business, online business, if you send invoices and you're doing it manually, this will streamline the process really well. And I think that, yeah, if you're not doing this already, you are missing out. And if this sounds like this is something you'd be interested in doing or learning more about, feel free to give me a DM or comment below invoice, and I'll be more than happy to help, answer any questions, show you how to do it, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed me jumping into my laptop and giving you a bit of an insight of how we can kind of incorporate AI and ChatGPT into your business. I think I will wrap the video up here. So I hope you found it helpful and insightful. I think the main thing for me that I want to do is I want to help as many small businesses as possible, because I feel like I've done that well over the last 5 years, mainly through content and video content. And I'd like to think, and I hope that my clients and ex-clients would say that we've had a big impact on the businesses, if that's through video, which I think is probably one of the most powerful tools to use to market your business these days. If you're not doing videos, then you probably will get left behind. And yeah, now to transition over to helping more small businesses with AI, streamlining processes, saving them time, cutting costs if they need to, and also making things more efficient and more productive so they can make more money. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to document this as we go, as this is my 5th birthday of CJAJ Media. I don't know if to rename it CJAJ Agency or what, or just keep it the same. But yeah, I want to document my journey, see how I get on, because I wish I carried on documenting when I first started. I started videoing when I was at sixth form, delete those videos, and then I videoed over the years as well, but never really stayed consistent with it in long form, because I think long form is quite cool because you can kind of build a deeper connection. So yeah, if you find this kind of content interesting, engaging, please subscribe, comment your favorite part. If you got any questions as well, leave in the comment section below. And yeah, if you want to see more, I'll give you more. I'm going to try and do a weekly upload. And if that works, great. If not, then not the end of the world. But yeah, AI is definitely the way forward. ChatGPT specifically. Just give it a go. Just type it in on the internet and have a play around, even if it's just write me an article on whatever. So yeah, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.